welcome everyone. This is your friend Abhishek Verma from Metallurgical and Materials Engineering branch 2020 batch. Someone has said success is not a destination, it's a journey. Today, with the same notion, we are here with the latest episode of Interview Experience sponsored by our beloved team, I Love Metallurgy. Today, we have a special guest, our super senior Dhiraj sir with us from Metallurgical and Materials Engineering branch 2018 batch. Sir has recently cracked the interview session of renowned company Vedanta, which is a leading core-based firm. Today, in this show, we are going to have a detailed conversation with Dhiraj sir about his whole journey of deciding core field as a career and preparing the core skills, facing different kinds of difficulties or problems, and successfully coming out with the flying colors. So, sir, first of all, Dhiraj sir, first of all, very good evening to you, sir, and many congratulations to you from the whole team of I Love Metallurgy on your success of getting placed in this company, sir.
Thank you, Abhishek, for this great introduction of myself, and thank you from the whole team of I Love Metallurgy, and that's all. You can continue, Abhishek.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, how are you feeling now, sir?
Like it is a very I am very overwhelmed because getting placed in such a renowned company, which was also a target company of mine. So it is a very special feeling for me to get placed in such a renowned company like in Vedanta.
Yes, sir. And sir, is there any further planning for any other goals, sir?
Like recently, my aim is to join Vedanta for at least. I'm looking forward to work at least for 2 to 3 years. Then from that things changes. So I think my plan will also change to go in different field. But currently, I'm planning to join Vedanta because my main target was to join core company. So
yes, sir. Sir, so coming to the basic things from the starting the introduction part. So, sir, please share with us in brief about the introduction about your company and your position of responsibility in it, sir.
Okay, so Vedanta is an Indian multinational company which is headed in had a headquarter in Mumbai. So it is a subsidiary. Vedanta Limited is a subsidiary of Vedanta Resources. It has a major operations in steel, iron ore, copper, zinc, aluminum in many states like Goa, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Rajasthan. So these are the operations that Vedanta perform. So you can say that in a nutshell, it works and in both ferrous and non-ferrous. So my responsibility, what they have offered me as a role is a GET, that is Graduate Engineering Training. For the first 6 months, I will be under training where I will be learning the operations which is performed, and I would also be doing the multiple operations there, and I would also be working in the that is real-time projects which companies doing. So this is basically my role, and after 6 months, my job profile will be as assistant manager.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you please share with us the whole interview procedure of selection and the number of rounds or the stages that were conducted, and
Yes,
the
definitely.
experience and your performance in each, sir?
Okay, definitely, Abhishek. Like there were the 4 rounds. First was the CV shortlisting round. So in CV shortlisting, almost every students were selected. The next one was the written round. That is basically 60 minutes were given and 50 questions were given. So it was the questions when 4 parts. The first was quant aptitude, the second was LR, and the third part was verbal ability, and the fourth part was our domain questions. So the questions level was very easy because that was because you can go through an India Bix, you will definitely get a level of that kind of questions, and the domain part question was also very easy. So it's not at all. I can say that is not at all a challenging process to crack the written part. The next part was the GD part. This was the most crucial part because what Vedanta wants that you should have a good communication. So in the second part, the GD part, we have the in one group there were 7 persons and 8 minutes are given, and the topic was given. The topic was ethics versus profit. We were given 1 minute to think, and after that we were given time to speak. So in my group there are 7 persons. Almost every person speak, and on the basis of that, the selected persons went to the last round. That is the technical interview round. So that round was the interviewer was from the domain background. He asked me about my introduction of myself, and I also did a project in Tata Steel. So the whole interview went on my project only. He was very interested in my project, and he asked multiple questions from my project. and he also liked my project, and that was a process. And after that, finally, I got selected in Vedanta.
Yes, sir. We are coming to the project part also, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
sir, what are the skills or projects that were necessary or required to tackle the interview session and all other resources of learning also, sir?
Yes, definitely. Like when talking about the skills, what I feel that the through this process, the GD was the most crucial part. So I feel that that the communication part, which is the most important core. So if you have a good communication, then definitely the company wants you, because if you have a good communication, you can lead the company more forward. What the company wants, that if you have a good communication, they will also treat you well, and they finds that yes, they have a that the student has a good discipline. So company, the first thing the company looks at the good communication skills. And apart from that, the talking about the internship, like as I said that you have talked about the internship one. So the projects really matters, because if you have a project, then you can incline the whole interview on your side if you have a good knowledge in the project, then definitely you can incline the project on your side, and it will almost your most of the interview you can crack at that point only. And the learning sources, what I went through, I read the book. What I feel that the reading the book is as good as you can watch the NPTEL lectures, which is very useful. NPTEL lectures, the e-learning courses, which is available on the net. So these are the most useful and the useful sites where you can go through, and you will definitely gain a knowledge from that sites.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I know the projects that you have worked on, sir?
Yes, definitely, definitely. Like I did a project at the end of third year. My project was based on LD plant. My project was trial of synthetic slag for making slag fluid and stop disintegration of slag after cooling. So this was basically my paid internship project. Due to pandemic, I couldn't visit the company, but definitely it was an online process. So the process was mainly on to make the slag. What actually happens that the slag, the steel slag, after cooling, it breaks into fine powders, which causes a lot of problems to the nearby people. It also causes skin burns. It also causes the asthma problem. So my target was that to not to let the slag break into fine powders. So I have to make into lumpy forms. So the various trials went, and finally the company came to a solution of using the calcium aluminate with synthetic slag, which can be used to make the slag into a lumpy form, so that we can prevent the from dusting of the slag, and also we are looking forward great help to the workers. So this was mainly my project, and this was what I did. I also suggested my mentor to what else we can use apart from the calcium aluminate slag.
Yes,
So
sir.
this was my project.
Yes. Sir, sir, can you please tell us about the that how you got to decide that you are going for a core company preparation, as we have both the core and non-core sector as a choice, sir?
Okay, so from the starting only, my intention was to go towards the core, because I was totally unaware of the non-core, and my target was also to join a core company. Since we saw in the joining of the 2018, I saw many seniors got placed in Tata Steel, Vedanta. So I came to know that the many reputed companies visit to the colleges. So my at that time I fixed that no, I have to also join a core companies, which is very reputed companies. So so avoiding the path of the non-core, I stick to the one path, that is core, and I worked hard on that. And so I also gain interest. It's not that I just my seniors joined, so I have to join, but also I gain interest in learning metallurgy. So this is the main reason, is that my interest was in metallurgy. So I decided to join to go for a core sector.
Yes, sir. It is best to go with our interest to make our
Yes,
career, sir.
definitely. Yes, definitely. Because if you have in the field which you don't have interest, you cannot survive in that field.
Yes,
So it's better to go in that field where you have an interest.
yes. Okay, sir. Sir, in your point of view, what should be the content of an ideal CV, and how does it help in campus interview, sir?
Okay. So what I feel that an ideal CV is that a CV is that which can describes you in a single sheet, because a CV mostly contains of one or two sheets. So because what happens that a CV describes what you have done from a school age up to a college date, your
Yes,
achievements, your curricular activities, especially your marks, your CGPA. So all these they should be present in the CV. What actually sometimes happens that your CGPA is not as good, is not as good as compared to others. What you are having the projects, good projects. It's the most important one, because a good project can crack the interview. So a good projects, your curricular activities, and then that's the marks in the school level can definitely lead to a great CV. Because what happens that in the campus interview also, the first process is going to what happens is that the CV shortlisting. So if you have mentioned all these things you have in the CV, definitely they will select you. So this is the first path to crack the any interview.
Yes, sir. Sir, does our achievements in any field during our school or college, does it play a good role, sir?
Yes,
Means in
definitely.
CV.
Yes, definitely. Like if you have a good curricular activities or achievements, if you mention in your CV, if you mention in CV, like what happens that when we sit for an interview, so the interviewer sees our CV, they read everything, so they look at a single point also. I'll tell you one thing. What happens that I mentioned in my CV the e-learning course, so that is heat treatment. So, and I also mentioned the other projects in Hindalco. What happened that what happened before sitting for Vedanta, I was also selected in Hindalco. So in Hindalco, what the interviewer does that he read the whole CV, but he sticks to that single point, that is heat treatment, which was mentioned in a very corner of my CV. So he got stick to that, and he also asked me one of the achievements which I have got in school. That is, I was awarded as a Tata. I was a part in. I participated in curricular activities of Tata Steel, which was where I got secure the first position. The activity was junkyard. So basically, they go through achievements, because if the interviewer is cool, they come. Okay, they definitely they will ask from you, and you can attract the interview to your side.
Okay, sir. Means all these things is going to add up in a positive side or a good side
Definitely,
of us. Yes.
definitely.
Okay, sir.
Like I would like to add one more point in this. Like and definitely, what happened that in non-core company side, like they will go through each and every point, and the interviewer on the other side of yours is very cool and calm. So if they don't want to ask any questions from your side, they'll definitely pick a point from that project, and from what you have done in school life or college in activities and curricular activities, and they'll literally ask what you have done and how you have done. So this
Yes, sir.
creates another kind of impression to the interviewer that that's yes, this boy is very active, and in the future also he will remain same he is.
Yes. Okay, sir. Moving on to our another means next question. So suppose, sir, if a candidate is not able to pass the written round, that is called the first round. So what should be his first step, or your, if you are in this case, then what should be your first step towards the improvement for further campus interviews, sir?
Okay, so like the first step is the a very major step, because we have the CV shortlisting, and then we have the written round. So you should work on this first aptitude, because if you clear the written round, then only you will go for the next round. So the first step plays a very major role in cracking the interview. So my suggestion is that we should very thorough with the aptitude, because this plays a major role. There are many sites like Indiabix, Prep and Talk. So these are two mostly sites from where I solved my aptitude, and I was very thorough to it. So the ones who were not able to get to the second round, they should definitely work hard on the aptitude from now only, because aptitude has no limits. You generally in core the aptitudes asked as a very low level, but you should go for higher aptitude also, because that will definitely help you in cracking other interviews, other company interviews.
Yes, sir. If we touch the difficult parts also, then the easy part becomes more easier for us.
Definitely, because if you have gone through the hard part, then the easy part automatically will come. You can solve it.
Okay, sir. Sir, moving on to another question of our, that is, sir, do any of these soft skills means do these soft skills which were taught in our BTech during our BTech course in first year helped you in any of the stage of interview or any moment in the interview, or and if yes, should a new candidate practice them to get a good impression, sir?
Like definitely, yes. I told that as I told that that communication skill is one of the very important soft skills, because what company this is the most important skill that a company look, because he or should have good communication skills so that he can interact with his seniors. This is what company found. So this really helped me because I was very weak in communication. So I went through this in the first year of my BTech. I really worked hard on this, and this really helped me to crack the interview of Vedanta.
Yes, the same problem is with me, sir. Also.
No, because if you're really interested in code, then I think that you should work now from now only.
Yes, yes, sir. So, sir, if a new candidate want to have an internship practice before the interviews, what should be the resources, sir?
Okay, like we have one is vocational training and one is the paid internship. What happens that they both are two different things. Like they both are the project. One is vocational training is this. You have to you can go to the online sites of the companies and you can have the vocational training. And the paid internship is that a company visits to your college and they selects you. So if you do a vocational training, you can go for Tata Steel. Tata Steel is the Tata Steel have their own site, that is www.parikshan.com, where you can go through and you can enroll yourself, and you can have the project of they will provide you the mentor, and you can have the project of their choice, and you have to work on it. So internship, I said, it plays a very important role. In my case, 100% of the interview was from my project. So if you have a good project in the core project, a good project, then definitely it will be boost yourself.
Yes, sir. Means on campus also internships are available, and off campus we can also get
Yes, definitely,
from.
definitely you can go through.
Okay, sir. We will definitely work on it for the
Yes,
course, sir. So, the most basic question, that is the qualities like, does the qualities like patience and self-confidence really help a candidate, sir, during the interview session? And can you please list some more of them that one should
yes,
pursue, sir?
yes, definitely, because this question is very much related to me. I feel that
Yes.
patience and that is self confidence are the key are the key to crack any interview. Because before going to Vedanta, I was rejected in Hindalco and many MNS in JSW. So these I still keep the patience and confidence in myself. Know that I can do a much better than this, and I'm more capable to crack interviews. So these two things are very important: patience and self confidence. And apart from that, guidance is one of the things which is very most important. I would like to mention one of friends name, Ajay Sharma. Because what we used to do a group study, we used to do combined study, we used to discuss, because discussion is the key. That what I don't know, he used to teach me, so that our problems get very easier. And what he doesn't know, I used to tell him that some minor points. So what happens that by doing the discussion, our topics become very clear. So
Yes.
discussion is the most important part that we did. And as self confidence is the most important, because if you don't have the self confidence in yourself, that it will become very difficult to you to crack the interview. Because somewhere if you lose the interest, you will lose if you lose the self confidence, the answers which you know, that will also went wrong.
Yes.
So self confidence is very much important, and patience is also very important, because getting rejected in one or two companies doesn't judge you. Because it might happen that you're much capable of going to another capable in another companies. You can crack it. Definitely you can crack it. So these are the basic key to success to crack any interview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is said that if a particle means the particles when passes many filters and fine filters, then only we can get the finest
Definitely,
particles,
definitely,
sir.
definitely.
Yes, sir. Sir, coming back to the last question, but the most valuable, I think that sir, means the question. Sir, do you like to share some brush up or last moment boost up points that one should pursue, that one should keep in mind before going to the interview or during the interview period, sir?
Okay, yes, definitely. Because what I did that any company visits to, like any company like Vedanta, Hindalco, any company. So first go to a look at the site, what actually company does, what it manufactures. So what I did that for Vedanta, Vedanta basically makes steel, works on iron and non-ferrous metals. So I did a research work in the I did a research work of Vedanta, like what company makes and where it's situated. So I have a knowledge of that, because in interviews sometimes the HR asks, what do you know about Vedanta? So if you do if you don't know about Vedanta, what it does, so it creates a really bad impression. So just before going to the internship, to interview, you can definitely go to the Vedanta site and read about the company, and they see what it makes. So you can go through that topics. Like I did, I major went through what I study. That major is steel making, iron making, because any core company basically they ask from these two topics: steel making, iron making, and apart from that they go on mechanical metallurgy and physical metallurgy. So these are the four we can say subjects that company demands that the student should know. They do not want in that deep, that student should know in deep, but they want only basics, that student should know only basics. So that yes, if the basics is clear, then definitely it will be a very grateful for student.
Yes, sir. So, sir, with this, we are going to wrap up with our show, our program, sir. And once again, we are very very thankful to you. Thanks a lot, sir, for
Thank you,
giving
Abhishek.
for giving your valuable time to us, sir, and wishing you a fortunate career, sir.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, sir. Thank you.